Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another live stream. We're back for another Tuesday night with Oxygen not included. I was away last week, so we didn't have a stream, but I did upload a video. And unfortunately, that video saw the end of our last colony, the Spacefaring Antfarm. So we're starting out a brand new colony today. This is, of course, in the Occupational Upgrade, which is the latest update for Oxygen not included. Things are a little bit more challenging this time around than they were, I would say, that most of the colonies that I played before this. I kind of fell into this funny little pattern where everything was sort of easy to do. But I've already started picking some duplicates so we can get right past things. As you can see, I've named a couple of them as well. So we have Amethyst Fighter, Draken Inc., and Sam will be our first three starting duplicates. And then one of the randomly chosen names that came up was the Phlegm-Coated Pit. And I kind of like that one, so we're going to pick it. It is eerily quiet because there's no music in this screen for some reason. I don't know why. But there is definitely sound, though. I can hear it. But let's kick this off. Get our colony started. And see if, hopefully, our duplicates can survive a little bit better than they did last time. Welcome, everybody who's here in the chat already, and those of you who might be watching the stream after the fact on the channel. Let's pray for good water. I mean, there's a decent amount here I can see in those two spots. We got a good amount of copper. I'm not seeing huge deposits of algae, but hopefully as we spread out, we'll find a little bit more of that. So a couple things that I think I'm going to want to try and take care of this time that I didn't maybe manage as good as well as, well, use proper English, as well as I could have last time. So namely, we want to get to a better source of food going early on. I don't want to disrespect the germs the way we did last time. It actually got to the point where I could just clean up the polluted oxygen in the swamp biomes, and then they could work out there and they would never contract any illness. And the germs seem to be a little bit more resilient now, a little bit more aggressive, so I have to be careful of that. And then you know, the chronic problem of having duplicates pee in our water is something we should probably avoid also. This water pocket here is actually a little bit high up for my liking. I kind of want to drop it down. Unless I can seal it off. Maybe I'll keep it there. These guys over here, we're going to get them down. We'll get all this stuff dug up. Get quick access to some oxygen and some food. Actually, we don't really need oxygen too much because we've got all the oxalite here, but do a good start to things anyway. I'm going to throw a ladder here too, so when they break the sand, they can get out. These build walls or something in the water. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to try and keep our duplicates from peeing in the water this time. I feel like those food poisoning germs were just sort of an added nuisance. I mean, they're not like crippling or anything. Oh man, there's a lot of sand. All right, this is gonna get. Oh, there's a good pocket of algae there too. Wow, more oxalate too. We can tap into that later. All right. So far, I'm kind of liking the seed. It looks fairly reasonable. I think we can work with this. This is gonna get a lot of sand on my head though. Dragon 8D. Please do, thank you. Also, hi, you won some... Hope you won some roll-up cups. No, I never win on those things. Every now and then I'll win like a cookie or a donut or something that I don't really want, but that's about all I ever get on those things. I don't know why that is. James Crenshaw, you're not in the colony yet, so it'll be a little hard for me to kill you off, but... Yeah, Lucas, we had to create a brand new colony because the last one died. Things ended not so well in our little germy factory. Oh, you know what? I should probably get busy right away with building some floors and stuff in here because our duplicates are going to need a place to go to the bathroom as a matter of priority. And maybe we'll set that up right away too, so they get started on this before they pee on my floor. I really don't want to start the colony off with them peeing everywhere. Not making any promises on who's going to be the next dupe. I'll pick it when it comes up. We'll see how that goes over. I'm not entirely sure how many duplicates I'm going to bring in. I've kind of started at the point where I settle around 15 or 16 duplicates a colony now. But we need to make sure we get an ample food supply set up this time, because last time I brought in 16 duplicates and hadn't really taken care of our food setup sufficiently. And in the long run, that was rather costly. It became sort of a constant struggle to try and get food for the colony. And that's really not the situation you want to be in. Alright, we're going to cut all this out. It's going to cause a big mess because we're going to dump a bunch of sand down here. Cut this out too. I wish I could get into here, but that's all unreachable, I think. It's not going to tell me, but I think that might be unreachable. No, they might be able to kip up that little corner there. We'll see. We shall see. Hi, Michael Abanian. I'm doing well. Hopefully the colony will do well also. You want a free coffee today? I'm jealous. I never get free coffee. Well, you know, that's not entirely true. I've had a number of times I've gone through the drive-through lane and the person in front of me has paid. But I'd like never win coffees and roll up the rim. Dunkin' Donuts. I drink Dunkin' Donuts when I'm down in the U.S. We have an office just outside of Boston that I have to travel to every now and then, which is where I was last week. And the hotel is actually right across from a Dunkin' Donuts, so it's pretty much the only time I drink it. I am more of a Starbucks addict though myself. All right, why can't I build raw mineral? Do I really not? Did they dug up so much sand that I just don't have any actual raw minerals? That's crazy. Okay, guys, get rid of the big sand block here. I don't think we can reach that, but we'll see. Need to complete the floor. They won't be able to get across and to dig the algae. Yeah, so I'm going to try and put some... Wow, I actually don't have the materials to do a floor. Okay, there we go. Now we got one. So I'm going to go here, and then I'm actually going to put a ladder right here. This will be our way down. Not that it matters too much. I mean, they're not going to starve in the moment it takes them to build that stuff. Why does the bottom bar show in US dollars? You know, I'm not entirely sure. It's actually just based off of what's being fed into stream labels. So it might do some sort of a conversion or something. I don't even know if there's a way that I can set that to have a specific currency, but... Let's dig all this out. Dig all this out. That's only 3. I need 4. Okay. I should probably try and get... early on this time, I'm going to try and get some more storage and stuff set up, too, because what happened last time, I think, was I left building storage containers for so long that we ended up with a litter everywhere. Uh-oh, we can't reach this ladder either. We ended up with litter everywhere, and that just causes negative decor. Builds on the stress. What's this game about? Basically, you're these little clone guys that spawn inside of an asteroid or a planet. You don't really know what it is exactly. And you have to try to build out a colony for them to survive in. So you research to learn how to make machines and stuff, but you have to get to the point where you have to produce oxygen for them to breathe. You have to use water to power different machines and things. You have to... Oh, man, there's actually slime in here. What the... Hold on, where's my germ overlay? Oh, really? I've got slime lung germs in my starting biome. That stinks. It must be like just right on the very edge of it. Anyway, so, so I got a little distracted. Yeah, so you have to like build all these things for them to survive with, including like gathering water and food and creating oxygen and managing gases and dealing with temperature variances and all that kind of stuff. I really enjoy this game. Kind of addicted to it. I've played a lot of it over the last year or so. Am I going to be playing Fortnite? I will be this week, but probably not until Friday now. Don't forget about this thing in front of the bathroom. Yeah, I've got to get some water set up for them, too. Let's go with a double wash basin here. They got a little more space over here, too. Actually, how's our temperature look here? All right, I'm gonna try and keep it in the temperate zone as much as I can, because things get pretty warm pretty quickly here. Everything's a little on the spicy side down here. So last time we cut into the swamp biome without having things set up to be able to manage the germs effectively. So we're gonna need to make sure that this time around we don't make that mistake, because it just does not play out so well. Did it start yet? Yep. The stream should be going. I hope you can see it. Yeah, slime lung is like just on the edge. Now here's the trouble. Like slime lung will spread to the tiles that it connects with. So you can see this one's... No, this one's going down actually. That's okay. I can deal with that. As long as the germ count's going downward, not upward. That's what we really need. Unreachable dig. Why is that? Did I run out of materials to build the ladder? Oh no, I see. Oh, we need to get a jobs desk set up too. So let's get into stations. We'll do a jobs board and set that right over here by the food. They can clock in for the day and we'll get a snack, get their job assignment. Away they go. Okay, down here in the plumbing, we're going to want to put in a pitcher pump so we can gather water. This is going to be weird. It's not going to quite reach down far enough. I put that there, but now I'm going to have to actually put a little tile or something in between. We use a ladder because I don't want it to... I don't want it to destroy the water or anything that's there and cause some really funny overflow or something. There we go. So they can gather water now. Let's check out the jobs board and see what kind of jobs we can give these guys. Addicted to watching the game, though, through you since I don't have a computer at the moment. Oh, well, hopefully you get one. This game is like super addictive. I should probably look up how many hours I played on it because I'm honestly not even sure. So the duplicates I picked had sort of a mix of traits here. This one is he has a preference for apprentice architect. However, that's not really what I want to put them on. General engineer, art student, apprentice miner. I think I'll put this one on art student. We'll start to get ready to do some decorating. Definitely going to be a sous chef here. Now, on the plus side, we have both the high point total here, and it's a preference for them, so that's perfect. And then we could do this one, actually, another art student, but I'm going to do farmhand for Sam, because I think farming is going to be a really big need for us here in our colony. Food is going to be of the ultimate importance. We should probably start getting some research going as well. Super excited about their hats. Yeah. All right, let's get some research set up. Under power, we'll need a manual wheel. Oops, we're going to need wires. Actually, we'll do a tiny battery here, too. And then in our stations, we should have a research station. We can stick that here. We're already getting carbon dioxide built up in this little corner, which isn't awesome. I ran out of copper already, man. Well, that was fast. I think I want to drop the water that's up here down. I don't know what it is, but I just like to have the water toward the bottom of the colony. When it gets out of the way a little bit better. Set the level of cleanup of germs at the start. Well, let's take a look at our germ setup. So it's set for 10,000 germs is when I'm going to start cleaning it. We can set it for 5,000 so they clean a little bit more frequently. The only trouble is that then they kind of start focusing on de-germing things pretty often. Choose a duplicate. Okay, this one's going to be Durgan 8D. Let's see. Early bird pacifist who's an operator and a cook. Ugh, anemic. -5 athletics, but nope. Creativity, learning. I mean, we could take Nicola, who has +1 learning, and that learning is going to come in handy, but that -5 athletics means they're going to move more slowly. I mean, like, all around, Ari's probably the better selection here. But then he can't do research. Cook or dig? You know what? Let's go with Ari. I probably should have picked somebody who was going to be really good at research so I can have them in the colony to get started on the research and kind of fly through that as quickly as we can. But welcome to the colony, Durgan. We are all out of resources already up here. It's unusual to run out of copper that fast. Mad skills over here. Guys gotta go dig some of this out. I'm gonna gather up some copper here quickly. We have all kinds of plants up here, which are handy. Got some bristle blossoms in here, which is good. Actually, a few bristle blossoms. Some mealwood. If we get our farming research done, we can start working on that. I think I'm going to place the farms down low this time so they can sit in the CO2. As long as they get a sufficient amount of gas pressure, it doesn't matter the type of gas they're sitting in for the most part, except for the mushrooms. They actually need CO2, so that's fine. Since the new update, everything seems more difficult. Such an amazing game, though. Yeah, they did tweak a number of things, so there are some, there's a few more things you kind of have to balance out a little bit better. I'm gonna watch out for these. Oh, you know what? I should turn this into a room here early too. We have a hatch trapped in here, which is great. So he can do cleanup duty in our bathroom there. We'll never have to worry about emptying out the polluted water jugs here. This little guy can just eat them. Assuming, of course, we get some storage containers in place. Derpy floors. Always with the derpy floors. I swear, for the hundreds of hours I put in this game, you'd think by now I would learn to press shift more consistently. I just have this weird mental barrier with it. I don't know what it is. I understand there's no way to have manual water intake that feeds pipes through gravity. Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of nice if they did. There's a variety of things like that they could probably tweak into it that would give you a few additional options for things. Oh, wait, we have to give Durgan a job. Because we didn't pick one for Durgan. Sous chef, art student, gopher, general engineer. So her preference jobs, unfortunately, she has no skill in. Art student of 5, though. You know, where's our other art student? Amethyst. Let's take Amethyst off this job. Now, they keep the points when you move them from job to job, which is nice. Oh, actually, they have a 5 as well. But they also have 3 in engineering. So let's make them a general engineer so we can get a little variety in here. I'm not going to level up their skills either. So they kind of build up these occupational careers, and they get, like, skills in that, or what have you. But I'm not going to rush to upgrade to the next tier of those, because they start to get a little bit more picky when you do that. They start wanting things, which, you know, it's not really what we want around here. We want a bunch of duplicates that don't want stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's set up a room in here. Look at that. I remember to hold down shift that time. If we could build a floor in there, or a roof, I guess, in this case. That'll give me space to seal this off and make an actual bathroom, so we can get the room trait for that. We have a little bit of copper. This guy's running on the wheel for no reason. Throw some research in here. Let's start with basic farming, because I want to get food underway as soon as possible. I mean, we can use the microbe musher, but I want to try to get farming going really, really early on, so we can try to limit how much of that we have to do. You work for a drinking water utility, so it hurts your brain to locate a water source at a low point. Yeah, well, because all the junk falls down there, right? You're right. If I put the water up high, it sort of avoids that scenario. I just find that anytime I have it above, I don't know, I always feel like it's in my way for building. This here, I did not intend to be quite this way. Let's try and dig this out a little bit. I want a little bit of a reservoir here, so if some junk happens to fall down the ladder, I don't want it to flow right into our water supply if we can avoid it. How's our oxygen doing? Oxygen's good. CO2's not so awesome. Ooh, down here's a lot of carbon dioxide. When I dig into this, it's all going to come gushing out because it's higher pressure. Have to be careful of that. I do want to move this at one point and then seal off the container that it's in. But we can put a pump in there so we can pump it out, but we'll try to seal it off so that we don't have random junk falling down in there. The way we did last time, that you know, random spots of urine and things dumping into our clean water supply was really not a good thing last time. Dig all this out. Ah, they're sleeping already. Yeah, so all down here, this will be like all farming space in here. And if I can take this water, how far down can I send that? Ooh, whoa, look, we have a ruin down here. That's a fair sized one, too. And it's not in a swamp biome. That would be one worth going after. Is finding the geysers super late in the game? Yeah, you know, it's funny. Like, the geysers are kind of randomly placed, I think. I don't know what the conditions are that cause them to spawn. The last couple games I played, I haven't really found any. So they might be just maybe a little bit more distant, which I guess kind of makes sense. So you have to work for them a little bit, I suppose. But I don't know entirely. Where's my germ overlay? These germs are not really going down. Well, I mean, the numbers are going down, but I think they propagate every, like, certain amount of time. Yeah, there they go, up to 112,000. Those germs are going to keep spreading, and that's a problem. I kind of need to get that out of there and disinfected. But if I dig that out, we're going to have slime lung germs loose in the colony. So I'm going to do something a little bit weird. We're going to take... Well, if I put a storage container under the water here, I don't think the germs will spread out in the water. I'm fairly certain. It's been a while since I tried that. Maybe I shouldn't experiment too much. All right, in here we can do a little door. Oh man, this guy's trapped. Okay, let's do priority because somebody's stuck on the wall over here. Let's get all this stuff as a matter of priority. Oh, all right, Sam's free. Never mind. How do I feel about this colony? Well, it's still really early, so we'll see how it goes. So far, the seed's not too bad. There's lots of metal and stuff here, which would be handy. We don't have crazy amounts of algae. But, well, 7 tons of it for the moment, which is okay. We had a decent amount of starting oxalite, which is largely burnt up now. So we'll have to be careful of that. Sand here. We should probably start worrying about some storage so we can keep our duplicates happy. For storage, you should fill up one container with sweep only, then dump it all on the ground, then repeat this forever. Save yourself space by not spamming storage containers everywhere. Yeah, you could do that, and then just have it all like stacked in one place, basically. The only thing is it has a negative decor, so I don't know. I'm a little funny that way. I do like having the storage containers just because it makes the decor a little nicer. But you're right, it's not really a necessity. You could get away without doing it. Let's dig this out. We'll make a little bit of a CO2 well here. Congrats on 40k subs, bro. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. Shit, that on the weekend. We had a huge stream on Saturday night with Fortnite. It's crazy. Caitlin, I think, lost a little bit of hair because she was pulling her hair out. There was just like 860 people or something in the stream. It was ridiculous. The dupes seem a bit smarter, not getting stuck in weird places. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, so far since this update, I haven't seen any duplicate get their head stuck in a block that they were building. So, you know, maybe things are getting a little more intelligent there. I don't know. I suppose it's possible. Oh, poor guys. We're going to have to give them a bedroom soon, too. Stress is 18%. It's not too bad. Durgan's the only one starting to feel it. Still random the geysers. I have a chlorine geyser next to your base, and steam geyser is about 60 to 80 tiles away, so also very close. Yeah, I have I have a ruin right there, which is handy. I mean, if we look at our temperature overlay, sometimes you can see the geysers based on that. I don't know. It doesn't look like we have much in the immediate surrounding area, geyser-wise. Okay, so let's do storage all. In organic, I don't want polluted dirt in here. Yeah, that's fine. Copy settings. There we go. This I should probably put it at 7 so they store food in it, and we want to make sure we have this ready to store everything. Will there be a they are billion stream? Yeah, it's actually going to be on Thursday this week. So tonight I'm doing Oxygen Not Included. Tomorrow night I'm doing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Thursday will be They Are Billions. And then Friday I'm going to do some squads in Fortnite Battle Royale. And then I'm deciding yet whether I'm going to stream on Saturday night or not. I have something in mind, but we'll see whether the time is going to work out. So I don't want to say anything until it kind of gets like right down to that point. The hatches are still lemmings. Maybe a little bit. This guy here, we kind of want to get him out of here. There's a lot of seeds and stuff. I kind of want. I want to get picked up here so it doesn't go to waste. But okay, how's our research? Farming research is done, so that's good. We can start to do. Well, I didn't get farm tiles there. Where's the farm tile? Hydroponic farm tiles up there. Regular farm tiles in the meal prep. So we're gonna need a supercomputer, which I need to do research for as first. So we'll do advanced research next. Get that unlocked as soon as possible. Let's check our skills here. See who's got the best research. Wow, none of them. They're all super intelligent. All right, when we bring in our next dude, we really need to pray for a researcher because these guys are gonna go super slow with the research right now. Well, they're doing a lot of cleaning up anyway. Let them do their cleaning up. That'll help a lot for the decor. Fortnite on your birthday? Nice. What's it like to be a dupe? It's usually like counting down the days until your death in my colony. That's kind of how it works. Tip, if you want to capture the flying light bulb for decor or bristleberry growth, use a wire door, leave 1 block gap above it, and 3 blocks around the gap. Creature will eventually fly in. Oh, that's interesting. There's all kinds of like neat little hacks and stuff you can do with this game to try to get your duplicates all set up a little bit better. Okay, we're starting to get to the point where oxygen production is going to be necessary. So I should probably get that set up ahead of time before things get a little bit too dicey. I'm going to put this one right here. Run some power off of this. So many SMRT dupes, yeah. SMRT. I'll get rid of that ladder. Oh no! Oh, you know what? It never fails. How did that hatch get? Oh no! There is one in the bathroom. Okay, hold on. For some reason, I thought that the hatch sitting over here was the one from the bathroom, but he's still over here. He's checking things out here. I'm gonna sweep up the bathroom as a priority because I don't want this guy eating all the good stuff. Let's get all that swept, and then he can just eat the stuff that comes out of the sink and the toilets. that poor hatch. I feed him so poorly yet so well. Bleachstone might be sublimated right now. What bleachstone? I don't have any bleachstone in here. There's a little bit of bleachstone up here. But I don't have any in my colony. Okay, let's throw a door on here. Should probably go like this. We don't want to make sure this little hatch doesn't have any... how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15 times 4. Give me 60. So I can put a door here pretty much. Because I think it's 64 tiles for the bathroom is the maximum space. For the latrine, yeah, 64 tiles maximum. Toilet, wash station, no industrial machinery. So that'll give us a fixed up bathroom there. We'll get some benefit from that. Been looking forward to the stream all day. Well, welcome to the stream, Andrew. I've been looking forward to it too. Why is this saying no power? Oh, they haven't finished the wires yet. I get it. How about you guys... Oh, you know what? I told them to sweep that as a matter of priority. Huh. Alright, finish the wire first. After the wire's done, you guys can go do your sweeping. Yeah, the shine bugs are awesome. I'm hoping they introduce some other creatures. I've seen like some concept drawings, I think, of like something that swims, and there's one in the starting menu. Looks like it's a crazy fish kind of a thing. 282 grams. So I kind of want to break in down here so we can get our farming started. And send our water down as well. My only concern is going to be... There's a lot of CO2 here, so when we dig into this, it's going to back up into the colony pretty quick. If we can build up some air pressure up top, it won't be a problem, but... That will present some challenges. This sand is going to drop out, which is going to create a gap. We might get some leaking going on here, too. We'll see. Build a separate battery to prevent wire stress overload. Well, we're not really even close to being at that point right now. I mean, 180 watts is the maximum we have on this wire right now. You should put all dupes as gopher for mass sweeping tasks. 600 kilograms, yeah. All dupes is gopher for the mass sweeping tasks. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's fine. Cyclops fish's life. I'm really curious to see what that... Oh, wow. What that would be like. Okay. Did they not finish... What's going on here? Oh, I see what it is. I prioritize sweeping over top of the little treadmill thing there, so they're just not running on it. Come on, guys, wake up. I think I'll have their first bedroom set up over here. So we're going to furniture, get some cots. I think is it 6 wide I can go before I have to have another door? I'll go something like that anyway. It's fine, takes forever. Well, I mean, so here's the thing. Then you have to go in and constantly switch jobs. So, like, you could totally micromanage every little aspect of it that way. But I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose. Like, I could take all these guys off of here, put them all on Gopher, so they'll run and do all the sweeping. But then I have to go back and reallocate all their jobs and stuff again. Now, on the plus side, they keep all their all the skills and stuff they earn along the way. So if we go in here and set them up for Gopher... Oh, man, -1 for that poor guy. Gopher, -1 there. And 3 there. So I can set them all as Gopher. All 4 of them. So they'll be able to carry more, but I don't know. The more duplicates we get, the more hassle it's going to be to have to go and constantly switch their jobs around. There are people who, like, min-max this game to the extreme, where they've got it all figured out to, like, the little minute details. That's not really me. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants and hope my colony survives. I have a good idea of what I'm doing. I'm just not really big on the micromanagement. Probably why I've been having trouble getting some wins in their billions. Do you know the dupes keep their traits from the previous jobs they had? They do, yeah. They didn't used to, but now they do. Sorry, I'm not adding new people on Xbox just now. I have a couple hundred people that have ended up adding it on my friends list, and it's gotten to be really chaotic. These need to be cleaned as a matter of priority. Kind of nice to have them all couriers will help once they get exosuits. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could build up that trait or whatever so they get the skills. They get used to carrying stuff around. Whatever you do, make sure first 50 cycles-ish, you put everyone can supply and tidy and jobs, check marks, make sure the cook only does cook help. Yeah, well, when we get to the point of we're actually cooking stuff, that will be a big thing. We're down to 4,100 kilocalories, so we're going to have to start to produce some food soon. All right, germ-resistant loud sleeper. I was really hoping we get somebody with research, but that's not happening here. This person won't cook, but that doesn't really matter since they have no skill in it. -3 strength stinks, so I'm not doing that. I don't normally like dealing with the loud sleeper, but we can give their own separate bedroom because we do have space up here for it, so I might do that. +5 digging could come in handy, plus operate. Let's go with this. We'll go with Bonnie. Who wants to be a duplicate in the colony? Oh, wait, I remember. Somebody was asking like a ton. Pancake King. Welcome to the colony. All right, you are getting your own separate bed, though. There is no way you're sleeping with the rest of the duplicants, so keep everybody up. Your own separate little room there. We're going to have to start working on some food prep, so let's get that going as well. I think I'll do a little kitchen space up here for the moment. This is only going to be temporary. I'm going to want to move that. I would do it down here, but this hatch is going to be in the way. It's going to wind up munching on all the food on me. And that would be bad. Let's throw a pneumatic door over here. We'll put another one over here. There we go. That'll give us our little separate rooms. Now, there's not really much flow-through oxygen here yet until we get the airflow tile. So we'll have to get that soon, too. Dupes that learn or master mining tier 1 or 2 can mine the hard stuff if you switch them to another job. Well, that's handy. Not sure for the gopher buff or other buffs. I need a jack janitor. Oh, they're gonna... okay, you're gonna keep everybody up because you didn't get your bed built. Dratted loud sleeper. It's not really that hard to deal with the snoring and stuff. I mean, you just give them a little bit of extra space, but I normally avoid it just so I don't have to deal with the hassle. Okay, the bathroom floor in here is all cleaned up. So now when this guy's munching on stuff, wherever he is, we don't have to worry as much about him making a mess. Okay, let's where are we here? I think in the refinement, here we go. We have compost available. Let's do with one of those for now. He's going to be eating a lot of the junk that comes out of there, so we won't really get to compost a ton. And even if we do make fertilizer, he's going to eat that too, because it'll be sitting on the floor, but... Have you found that noodle arms isn't the worst trait in the upgrade now that they can actually level up strength over time? Yeah, yeah. There's a couple traits that I actually don't find to be much of an issue. So, like the pacifist, for example. I mean, I almost never want them to attack the critters anyway. So it really ends up presenting no challenges that way. Let's do a little sink right here too. We'll do our best to try to keep our food supply clean if we can. I'm gonna put a wash basin like right next to our food. I want to build a proper kitchen afterwards. Actually, I might even try to keep this water right here. Then we can set up a proper kitchen over here. And the dude can kind of grab the water from this supply to produce the food. But I am a little bit concerned about this wall here. So maybe if we reinforce the wall a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't burst like the instant I start to dig in here to build the tiles. That would be really bad. New sponsor, welcome James Crenshaw. Thanks so much. Appreciate the support. That's awesome. Welcome to the sponsor group. Now you have access to our fancy little custom emojis too. Now I regret building those over here. I should have thought ahead a little bit and built it over on this side. Put my kitchen like right above this space maybe. Let's do a ladder up here. Dig the ceiling out a little bit bigger. I'm going to dig over into this space. I'm going to wind up moving this stuff. In the meantime, let's produce some food because we're going to need it. Maybe I'll hold off. We can go up here, I guess, and get some of this stuff at least. This CO2 is going to sit nicely in this little pocket. This is some higher pressure oxygen there, keeping it in place, which is good. For now, anyway. Watch the stress. 50%. Durgan's not liking things. Okay, so this cod here we want to make sure is assigned to Pancake King, who is the snorer. That'll keep them separated, so at least everyone can get a good night's sleep this time. I think Durgan might have got a double whammy there. She ended up sleeping next to the duplicate that was snoring too. I think I want to do ventilation next. I do want those farming tiles, but let's do ventilation next. We can focus on that. Down here, we're going to build another floor. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go 5 down this time. So we can do... When we get to the point of having artwork, we can do paintings above our plants. And then... I'm going to set up planter boxes here. Well, this will be where our mealwood can grow. Bedroom ceilings are too low. Oh, it is. How'd that happen? Oh man. You're right. Alright, well, on the plus side, I can actually... This way here, I can just... Oh, derpy floor. Wasn't paying attention. Oh, I put it on the 4th block instead of 4 in the gap. So if they build all this stuff here... Which they can't reach right now. I am actually going to have to put a little step out here. There we go. Get all this dug out. Maybe what I'll do is set this up for a little door here, too. So when we get pressure control, we can set a little door in there. Kind of seal off this top part, so we're only pressurizing this lower area. This is not running. Oxygen's not bad. I mean, it's not great, but clearly it's not included yet. That's still 4 high. No, it's fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can put paintings in there. It's fine. I always make it 4 high, generally. Down here, I have it 5 high. 1, 2, 3. I suck. I meant to make this one lower so I could put paintings above all my plants, but now I can't. That stinks. Oh well, they'll have to deal with the negative decor down there. That's fine. I am so smart. SMRT. I had a plan in mind. I just failed to execute it, apparently. What's going to happen with all the supplies? Okay, they picked it up. That's good. So they're dropping off all the materials to build. I wonder if they'll actually build with stuff in the tile space or whether they always pick it up. It looks like they might actually just seal it right in. It's great, guys. Just take that algae. You know, there's no real value in it. Okay, we have a couple of rooms working now. We can't get the farming benefit out of these plants, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But let's copy this setting. Played this game recently. There are morbs spawning from your toilets. Yeah, if the toilet stays dirty for too long, the morbs will pop out of it. So you can kind of like, if you want to gather a whole bunch of morbs together, you can create like a room with a toilet in it. Let them get to the point where it's out of order because it's all dirty, and then lock the door, and the morbs will just start to spawn in there. I don't know exactly what the conditions are that cause them to spawn in terms of like how much and what have you, but I think I'm gonna need some secondary oxygen production on this other side because we don't have any air movement coming off of this water here. Do this for now. A little bit of oxalite there will come in handy. I'm gonna do my little second algae deoxidizer over here. So generally, my plan with the with carbon dioxide management is just to build up enough oxygen pressure that it compresses the CO2 toward the bottom of the colony, and then later on I'll worry about cleaning it up. I don't normally worry about cleaning it up early on. Bathroom hatch got built into a tile. No, did he? Aw, he did. Poor little guy. I wonder if you can cut the tile and have him get out. I wonder if that's a thing. If not, it's actually this hatch here we're going to want to get over there. So we can do that by creating a little bridgeway for him to get across. No, don't eat over there, buddy. Eat over here. It's like I need to include more oxygen. Yeah, I am really low on food. I was kind of trying to get my kitchen set up over here, but since I sort of duffed it on my first pass. Ugh, it's going to be so nasty. All our guys are going to get diarrhea. That'll do good things for stress. Should be able to break the tile. You think so? Let's find out. Okay, let's here deconstruct these two tiles. Now we have another hatch over there. There we go. So we have another one trapped. We can open this door so we can get in there. And then I won't even bother breaking the tile. Put this back on auto. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not always low on oxygen. Just early in the game. Just early in the game. Hi, Karma. Things are going well so far. Colony's off to a half-decent start. Food's a little on the low side. 110 kilocalories. We're going to want to get on that really fast. Actually, let's get into our jobs table again. Where's that? Let's look at our jobs. And for cooking, I want our professional cook to focus on that. He's still not set up for cook. They're all set up for gophers right now. Building up their massive gopher skills. They do a pretty good job of sweeping, though, when you give them on. I'll give you that. Choose a duplicate. Duplicate number 6. Who wants to join the colony? What do we got here? We have an Iron Gut Squeamish. Creativity. No learning there. No man, I can't get a guy with learning. Could really do with a duplicate that could learn. Now this, we could get the opposite of learning, but Diver's Lungs is really handy. Farming is an interest, but no particular skill in it. 5 kindness. 5 kindness. So, like, kindness is the trait that they use now for when they're trying to treat people who are sick. James, good job. Dupe you. You love being a dupe. All right, I'll make you a dupe. But it's funny that the person who's the yokel is the one with the high kindness. Digging, cooking, athletics, tinkering, strength. Oh, let's go with Marie. They're squeamish, so they won't do care. Well, they do supply and operate, so that's okay. James Crenshaw, welcome to the colony. Alright, this is duplicate number 6. We have beds for 7, so I'll probably stop at 7 initially until we get our food stabilized. I made the small mistake in the past of just grabbing duplicates as fast as they come in, just for the sake of entertainment value. But we're always setting up like really tight on food because our food curve isn't the same as the incoming duplicate curve. You saw the name of the colony? Yeah, phlegm-coated pit. I didn't pick it. It was one of the random ones that came up, and it made me laugh, so I decided to keep it. Okay, we got another set done here. Pressure management is the one I really wanted to get for this airflow tile. That'll also give me manual airlocks. I think that's what I want next, but we need to build a supercomputer. Starting to draw a little bit of power. Yeah, we'll put the supercomputer on this side by the jobs board. No research assigned, mining, missing research station. Oh, yeah. Alright, I got it set. That's fine. Ooh, what do we got here? Colony lacks apprentice miner, season miner. Okay, so we ran into some material that they can't actually mine. That's granite. So we'll actually have to build up our mining trait before we can dig that. But that's not that big of a deal. Oh, we got a hatch trap like right in here. That's weird. I think I have dupes of the jobs. I do have one, yeah. Oh, we have 2 of them, actually. How about that? Pancake King, Apprentice Miner. That seems like a good choice. And a Gopher. And they actually love it, so they can level up at it faster. And we'll start them on Gopher, too. You want to explore the ruins? I mean, in prior games, I've rushed to do stuff like that. You know, to the exclusion of making sure my colony's good and stable. I kind of want to make sure this colony doesn't die off too fast on me. I feel like we haven't had a good showing the last 2 colonies because of that. So I think I'm going to focus first on... focus first to make sure the colony is going to be stable enough. Then we'll go do some exploring. The supercomputer... Oh, I just totally messed up. I built another research station I totally didn't mean to. Supercomputer was what I meant to put over here. No, that's not going to fit. What am I thinking of? Cancel build. That won't fit there. Could we put it by the bathroom? Do research by the bathroom? I feel like that would be a good thing to do. Alright, supercomputer, we'll stick it up top here. And maybe we'll put another battery in here too, just in case. Things are getting a little warm in here, though, with all this machinery in the middle. I probably shouldn't do that. Your YouTube keeps pausing videos. Oh, that stinks. Which job covers the treadmill? It's power generation. I don't think there's like a career for it, like an occupation, but in terms of like just straight out jobs, it's the it's like the power generation that runs on the treadmill. Some people do their best research in the bathroom, yeah. Sitting with a magazine or what have you. Funny. Alright, that's good. What is this lacking? Lacks research assistant scientist or tenured scientist. Oh, I can't even use this supercomputer without somebody who's smart. I need somebody who's SMRT. That really stinks that we didn't get somebody now. So many more nuances they've added in with this whole occupation thing and the requirement to have certain job skills to do certain jobs. I kind of like that. So we have our apprentice miner here now that can mine that stuff. I guess we should look at our jobs and see if, who's the SMRTist that we can put in here. Who's the smart guy? I feel like nobody. They're all at zeros. Ugh, good lord. All right. I don't have anybody with any particular intelligence level. This isn't going to work too good. Okay, let's take, I don't know, take Amethyst out of here. And we'll see Apprentice Architect. Research Assistant. Oh, gosh, so bad. All right, so they can at least do the research now. They're not going to give us any particular benefit, but... What's that feature? Which feature is that? Build the smart box now? I have the supercomputer there. I just need to give somebody the SMRT job. I was going to put a kitchen over here, but this might actually be really awkward to try to get the water to reach. How far down will this go? I might have to do this like a step lower so that I can actually get a reasonable reach into the water. Kind of wanted to set that up just a little bit higher, but normally it's just a silly kind of anal retentiveness sort of thing. But I normally try to make, oops. Normally I try to make things at least moderately symmetrical. It's not gonna work out this time. I want to do my kitchen over here. Plumbing, pitcher pump. This way they don't have to run very far. Can't even build that there. Gotta wait till they got the tiles broken out for me. The one you were just on, that's the jobs board. So as part of the occupational upgrade, you get this jobs board that you can go in and assign different sorts of occupations to your duplicates. And they'll learn like different skills and stuff, so they can mine materials they wouldn't be able to mine otherwise, or do research faster, or research things that they couldn't research otherwise, that kind of thing. It's kind of cool. Sort of a neat little way to add an additional layer of complexity to the game, of which there is already a lot of complexity. Should put a ladder in there for the kitchen? Well, yeah, we could do that too, I guess, but whatever. I'll put the pitcher pump in. Oh. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna go walk away now. All right, that's a problem. So I have two choices. I can dig my way out and let all the water dump down and completely waste all of my efforts and flood my whole system down here. Or I can try to build a ladder, which they're not going to have enough time to build because these guys are already at half oxygen. This really sucks. I think I'm going to go the route of just getting rid of the water, I guess. Unbelievable. I can't believe they just jumped in there. The colony was starting off okay, but it's about to take a turn for the worse. Let's get rid of the water fast. Well, they can breathe at least. I mean, I guess we might be able to... I wonder if they have any... Oh, yeah, they have enough materials there. They might... Oh, do a little weird little dance. Okay, so we kept some of the water in there. They still can't... They're still not breathing very well, but let's throw a little ladder up here. Cancel that build. Let's throw a ladder in for now. Set this at high priority. Get these guys out of here before somebody throws up in the water. That would be really bad. Somebody's sick down here, too. A couple of them. I got hypothermia on me. I'm just gonna, like, throw in the towel. What just happened? They suffocated. Oh, the CO2 that's... Oh, God, I hate my life some days. The rest of them are good. Well, I don't even know what to say. It's so bad. Oh my God. I thought that I should have been paying more attention. I thought when I lowered the water level, they would have enough atmosphere in here they could actually breathe. I wasn't paying attention to the sheer amount of CO2 they were sitting in. So even though they weren't in the water anymore, they still bit the bullet. 3 dead. Like, come on. Gonna give myself a bad name at this rate. The last couple colonies have not been a shining example of good gameplay. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're also gonna pollute the water if I don't get the bodies out of there, which is just it's like insult to injury. I'm suddenly not having a good day. Okay, let's dig this out. It's moments like that that bring you back. Restart. No, I try to avoid doing that. I know I could go back like a day so that they don't fall in the water, but I hate doing that. I feel like that's cheating. It sort of defeats the purpose of playing the game. It's so pathetic. Oh my god. 2 colonies in a row now. I've had like a weird incident that I've just let people die that way. That's disgusting. That's right. We'll have more food now for the researcher. That's right. 13 cycle and 3 deaths. That was just sloppiness. That wasn't even like... I think our chef died. I better check the jobs board. I think our chef died. Yep. Cooking skill of 5. Gone. Just like that. Nobody set up to cook. So we're going to set everyone to cook for now, since nobody has any particular skill at it. Oh, actually, they've got cooking skill of 2. Pancake King, we can reassign them to sous chef. So at least we're producing food. That was just... That's so disheartening. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Alright, in the medicine, we have tasteful memorials. We're gonna need a few of these. Start off with 3. And we want to get these at a high priority because I really don't need these guys rotting down here and messing up the water supply. Somebody please build the memorials and pick up the corpses. Oh gosh. First death for you, you called it. That was a really early death for you too, James. Oh my gosh. Oh, Helicard, you're evil. Pancakes for dinner. How's our germ scenario down here? They're not producing germs yet, but it's not going to take long. Look at all the living quarters, though. They have tons of space now. Name an narcoleptic after you. Look at all this food down here now, though. So, the water that I cut loose is actually kind of a nuisance now, because it's spread everywhere. I need to get a bottle emptier eventually. Any duplicate that walks down here is going to be walking in that water, which is going to give them like the soggy feet trait, which really stinks. Come on, get them out of there before the germ plays up. No germs, no germs. They make like polluted water or whatever. Don't forget to mop the mess. Oh, where was the mess? Oh, down here you mean, yeah. We can mop all this up so they don't get soggy feet. That is so disheartening. I can't believe I did that. Alright, deconstruct all this so I get the right ceiling size. Well, on the plus side, I guess we're doing like population control. You know, it's not going to explode way out of line with our ability to produce food, theoretically. Although this, I should crank up the priority on that because we only have 3 duplicates and no food. What's the point of liquid oxygen? You can actually take polluted oxygen, convert it into liquid oxygen, and then let it warm up so it turns back into gaseous oxygen, and it's clean air. It gets rid of the pollution. Going to lose 2 more due to starvation. Yeah, good times. Probably not that bad. 373 kilocalories, so Pancake King really needs to eat. We're gonna be like, okay, if another duplicate dies, I'm winding it back like 2 days because this is ridiculous. Utter stupidity. Okay, I feel like you should be eating, but you're not. You're making the food, but you're not eating it. I'm not bringing another duplicate until you eat something. And they ran away. Pancake King's gonna die because they're just not eating. There's even all this stuff down here they're not even harvesting. Somebody harvest this. Party 9. Get food. Yeah, I know you're hungry. Go eat. There we go, finally. Jeez. Alright, let's get a duplicate in here. Duplicate number 4. Redux. Oh gosh. That's really bugging me. I can't believe I let those guys die. Alright, let's get another duplicate in here. How about Dan with a plan? Alright. Dan with a plan, you can come in. Oh man. Mouth breather, small bladder. Alright. Dan with a plan. Oops. I hope if I could spell. There we go. Welcome to the colony. I don't know why everyone's in such a rush to get into this colony. I just let 3 duplicates die in one cycle. You'd think you'd want to be trying to avoid it. You know what? I'm not really doing like an I asked first kind of thing, because that means I have to try to keep tabs on the chat and figure out who's asking first. I just look over when I'm trying to pick a name and try to snag somebody. I apologize if it's a scenario of you've asked earlier on and didn't get it, but it's just too hard for me to keep tabs on who asked when and first and all that stuff. So I'm just grabbing random people. Random peeps. Alright, let's go into our consumables. We'll turn off this so nobody eats any more of our lice. No, we just use that for cooking. Insufficient resources, meal lice. They ate it all already. That was fast. An uncultured grease monkey. Oh, Anthony. Mistakes were made. Some duplicates fell in this tank of water over here. And although I drained out a bunch of water to give them space to breathe, I didn't account for the CO2 that was in there. And 3 duplicates are dead already. And they went fast. I'd say they went painfully, but, you know, I don't think they did. It was ugly. Things did not go well for them. Let's make sure this is set up to store everything, because I have to keep setting this silly thing. What can we do research-wise? We have our airflow tiles, so I'd like to set those up so we can get better airflow in here. Oh, actually, without the duplicates breathing anything, they're having a great time with the oxygen. Let's turn this off. We don't need 2 of these for all these duplicates. Go back 12 minutes to stream and watch your... Yeah, it was entertaining. That's one word for it. Need a beer after dying. Oh my gosh. If I ever wanted to look completely unskilled at this game, that's the way to accomplish it. Let's get some interior decor going in here. Try to work on some stress. I feel like these duplicates are going to need a little stress relief. Seeing as how I'm sure they're all at the point now where they feel like they're going to die. In our job section, we just brought a new duplicate, so we can give them a job. Dan with a plan. You can be... general engineer. Why not? If you would dig 3 tiles of sand, they would be alive and the water would submit. How do we imagine that the water, that they'd be alive and the water would be there? I don't understand. Massage table next to the tombstones. Be like, oh, we're so sorry about your dead friends. Here, have a massage. All right, we have food at least. That's a good start. So hopefully it doesn't stifle right down here. This air pressure is going to be a little wacky. Okay, so over here was where I had intended to build my kitchen. If we put a pitcher pump here, it could just barely reach the water, which is not going to last for very long now. Which kind of stinks. However, I think you can get the water to move. If I can deconstruct this, I might be able to build tiles here and get the water to kind of bunch up to this end. We shall see. Watch your video as you load it up. 2 sand tiles to the left of the one of fertilizer equals all alive if, and water still in the tank. Oh, you meant like making a staircase? If you follow, yeah, they get to, they like the attention or whatever, so if you follow them in the cam, it does help a little bit with stress. I was going to try to seal this off right here, but now I really can't. The way I built this is all weird. Just dig all this out. Should probably dig up here, too, and get some more metals and things. There's even oxalite up here. Thank you for this promotion. I don't know if it's much of a promotion. How did they die? They fell in some water, and then I failed to get them out of the water fast enough, so they died. I lowered the water level, thinking they'd be able to breathe, but there was CO2 trapped in there, so they just basically suffocated on the CO2. It was ugly. Where the ladder is now, yeah. Oh, well. Attentiveness while I'm streaming has never really been a shining, shining point for me. Just ask Durgan. 40K, only 294 are watching. Well, see, the thing is I stream late at night, so like 10 o'clock at night is pretty late for some people. And it's also a function of what games people are really interested in, because they do a variety of stuff, right? So I don't tend to get really massive streams. Fleeing! I wanted to build a second layer of farming down here. I should probably work on that. Let's get another... Build my ladder down here. Let the water drain out. I can build a second layer of farming under here. This one I actually want... I'll probably do bristleberry in this next one down. Okay, that's good. Let's move our kitchen supplies over to here. So we're going to do micro musher. And then... I don't think I have... No, I don't have the electric grill yet. We have to research that still. Interior decor's done. Let's do artistic expression. We can finally get some fancy decor in here to help with stress. $20 mealwood plants and making lice low feeds for dupes, by the way. Alright. Jobs mastered. I'm not going to move anybody up in their job level yet, because I don't want them to start actually wanting things. They get, like, increased needs for decor and food quality and stuff, and I don't really want that just yet. You'll be hearing for the dupes, lowers the dupes that died. Later streams equals less subs viewing, but also means less competitor streams, so you get more new reviewers. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it depends. It's also a function of whether people are hunting for the games, right? So, I mean, obviously Fortnite's really popular right now. This game is popular within a certain niche, so you get people looking for that. But it's really a function of whether people are looking for the games, whether they discover streams in real time. Sloppiest colony ever. Since the last one, anyway. Wonder if he's going to put air deodorizers in the slime biomes early on and kill the slime lung. I don't know. I did that last time, and the slime lung didn't die off. It stayed going nice and strong, actually, and I should check the germs down here. Yeah, still relatively strong there, but I can leave them. They're kind of tucked away. Okay, we can set up our power systems here now. In derpy fashion. Oh, come on. Just There we go. So I'm going to move my whole kitchen situation over to here. That way they have close access to water. They don't have to run all the way down here to get it. I really want to put a little tile here so we can stop any crazy runoff into there. Let's just deconstruct the ladder, and we'll put airflow tile there too. Try to keep the water clean if we can. Oh, wait. I wasn't done yet. Hold on. This, I don't want to go away yet. Let's cancel that. I want to see if I can get some of this water to actually start to bunch up by building tiles. It used to be it would kind of like destroy it, but now it should displace the water. No, don't build that one first. Of course you did. Aha! There we go. We can raise the water level so this will stay in range of the water a little bit longer. Wow, that's really weird. How much water was in that tile? That's ridiculous. Dupes have a hollow leg. Oh yeah, they eat like crazy. Not thrilled about the CO2 getting trapped in here, though. If we throw some airflow tile in right here, we might get some of it to run out. Pool down a little bit lower, maybe. Over here, I should do some airflow tile as well, so we make sure that when they're sleeping in their bedroom, they have oxygen. That I didn't mean to do. Cancel that. Make space for CO2 here to drop out. There we go. Any chlorine pockets around? There are a little bit up here. Oh, we have a chlorine geyser. So we found our first geyser. There's a big pile of polluted water up there. All right. That chlorine geyser could come in handy because that means we could put in an ore scrubber when we get to the point of actually going out into the swamp biomes. That's a big pocket of metal there. Okay, so that could come in handy. If we can work our way all the way up here, I can set up a pump to capture the chlorine that comes out of this and use it for an ore scrubber. Which might be moderately useful. Game should introduce cannibalism to the colony. Oh, I feel like that'd be so wrong. Build storage to keep the slime lung. And yeah, I mean, you could also just keep the storage with slime lung stuff in it actually in the slime lung environment. Okay, who wants to join the colony? Now, if you're joining the colony, I suggest you get an insurance policy and one that covers all perils because you could die for any number of reasons in here. So you have an unconstructive. They like research, but they don't have the learning. I can't get anyone with learning. This is crazy. I think I'm probably going to bring in another farmer. I feel like that'll come in handy. Who wants to be Ellie? Who wants to be Ellie? There's cannibalism in Rimworld? Oh, yeah, I guess there is. You can chop up meat from anybody, I guess. Craziness. Have a good night, Dr. Mr. Jeff. How long am I streaming? Probably until about midnight Eastern time. Let's see. All right, we'll go Patricia Hawley here. If I can spell. I can't spell because I don't know how. There we go. Welcome to the colony. Irritable bowel and all. Back up to 5 duplicants. When we get to 6, we'll kill off 3 of them again. We want to keep the colony well under control, you know. Just we can't let them start to like reproduce in here and get too big. So we'll just keep killing them off at 6. Yeah, you can use chlorine for a variety of things. I largely try not to use it for too many things because the duplicates don't really make good use of it. You can also keep the food sterile just by putting it in CO2. So like I can put my food storage like right under here, accomplish the same thing. The tile here. There's a bunch of this up somewhere. Food shortage. All right, this one here. Oh, actually, you know what? What have we got going on in the research? Let's go to the advanced meal preparation now, so they can get that cooking going. We can get some artwork going in here. We have a new duplicate that needs a job, so we should give them one. Patricia Holly, farmhand. Art student. Do I have anyone doing art right now? Nope. All right, she's going to be an art student initially. We'll change them over to farming afterwards. And then in furniture is where they're hiding all the stuff now. So, wow, look at that colony. That's some wonderful decor right there. I didn't leave room for any paintings in there. We could do statues. Hold on, where's my furniture? Just gonna dot this whole place up with stuff. Try to minimize the whole negative decor effect as much as we can. The culling. That's right. You have an active cryptic insurance policy. Oh yeah, that'd be a good policy to have. If you're joining this colony, you're going to need it. Because, you know, it's just bound to be death. It's an important part of colony building is killing off your duplicates. Okay, down here is where I wanted to do more farming. So let's get this dug out now. This one I'll probably use actual farm tiles for. 1, 2, 3, 4. So down here's where I'll put the farm tiles. If we go into food. Oh, I don't have the farm tiles yet. It's in meal preparation. All right, so we got that underway at least. What's the policy cover? It basically covers all deaths that might be caused by a CrypticFox or activities related to his gameplay thereof. Good. Look at that. Good oxygen quality, though. You know, killing off your duplicates at least leads to good oxygen levels. That's something. Right? This is going to be really weird, but I'm just going to build a wall up here. Oops. So on. And I just want to kind of seal this in so that any of the oxygen we're producing stays contained within a certain space and doesn't expand. I don't really need to, like, we have really good air quality up here and we don't even need it. So I want to seal that off. Ugly, ugly, ugly. It's going to be a lot of work getting all that artwork done. Don't forget lights for bristleberries. Yeah, we'll need that. So I'm going to use farm tiles down here so we have a little bit more space to work with. And we'll see how that goes. I'd like to get the mushrooms because I think they're actually really good in terms of food quantities and stuff. Let's set this up for continuous lice loaf. This one here we're going to cancel. Oh, I didn't build this. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Let's just cancel this for now. I'm not going to build that. Instead, we'll do our little airflow tile here, and that will give me space to put in a sink. So that our... Oh, this picture's got to go. Man. Wash basin. There we go. So at least we can make sure that our chef is going to have clean hands. How do you usually start Oni in the beginning? I mean, usually the earliest cycles are relatively straightforward. I killed off a bunch of duplicates early on this time because it was just foolishness. But normally I try to expand out, build a couple bathrooms, start getting research underway. Start to look at food options, betting for the duplicates to keep the stress down, and then just focus on doing research and just slowly build out from there. I've done a couple of videos where I was showing like how I kind of do like the first 10 cycles of the game to sort of stabilize your colony. The stuff has changed now a bit because with the whole jobs scenario, things are a little funky that way. There's a few little things that have changed in the beginning in terms of research priorities and stuff. I think probably food is one of the first things you should prioritize now in terms of researching. Oh, night shifts. Those stink. Well, it doesn't say insufficient oxygen. It says insufficient oxygen production, which I think just means that they're consuming more than I'm producing. This I don't like. I don't like having little pockets of trapped gases. It's not my favorite thing. You want to join? Do you have your all perils insurance policy? You need some serious life insurance to join this colony. Okay, this needs to be set so that it's anybody going into the kitchen will wash their hands. How's our germ situation in here? I mean, on the plus side, our germs are really good. They've done a good job of keeping those clean. Probably because they cleaned up the corpses quickly. On the first day, the printer made dupes, and the dupes made outhouses. That's right. Always prioritize food. Yeah, it's a good idea. I normally don't rush too fast with food, just because you start off with a ration box. If you're still learning how to play the game, you probably want to keep your population really low initially, so you might take a couple duplicants, but then not take on too many more, so that you're not really worried about food balance and stuff. Food and oxygen in particular. Is there a big upgrade to going to farm blocks versus planter boxes? Not really. I think the only thing is just like space consumption. So with 4 tiles here, I can put farm stuff in the bottom and then have room for paintings above. Whereas the planter boxes take up a tile in height, so it's pretty much the only benefit I think from that perspective. Core minus 10. I mean, these are largely the same. Yeah, population control is really working out for me. Yeah, well, things get really easy, right? When you have a relatively small colony, oxygen and food resources are not really all that challenging. I kind of got to the so I used to cap out at like 6 duplicates, and that's how I would play all the time. And then I just got to the point where I was just grabbing a whole pile of duplicates off the bat, and I wouldn't stop grabbing them until we got to 15 or 16 duplicates, and then I would start to reject. Let's see, do I want to do plumbing next, maybe? That'll give me sanitation and decontamination. Or power regulation will give me the larger battery, as well as other power systems. But we don't really need other power systems just yet. Let's go into plumbing. Use planter backups because you put airflow tiles under them for airflow. Yeah, that makes that's really handy that way. Now these are down at the bottom end of my colony, so I'm not super worried about it, but let's just deconstruct these. Hey, it's CrypticFox. Hey, it's Mustafa Ali. You can pipe water through. Well, no, that's the hydroponic tiles that you can make growing in the plants. So for plants that require water, you can use the hydroponic tiles for those. But the regular farm tile is basically the same as a planter box, except it's a floor piece. And the planter boxes you can also flip upside down, I think, so you can have them growing upwards or downwards. I should actually have access to. Yeah, I do. So you can set it up so that it's growing facing upwards, so the plant will grow upwards. Or if you're doing pinch and pepper plant, you can spin it around and have it grow downwards. You can't do that with the planter boxes. You'll do 18 tiles wide, a door on each side, and a farm station in the middle, and you can put the airflow tiles under it and still have 14 tiles for free. Yeah. Man, some people have seriously worked out, like, like all the refined little things. I've seen some seriously planned out bases where people do some really ridiculous stuff. I just kind of build as I go, so my bases often end up being a little bit chaotic. Mop near the plants. Oh yeah, it's a little dirty there. Stop getting the squishy feet debuff or whatever it is. Ration box. I wonder if I can put the ration box over here somewhere. Our air quality is actually a little bit too good at the moment. They're not even picking up the rations and putting them in. Why are you still a gopher? I mean, why not? I just feel like it's appropriate. Or not. All right, we'll switch you over to, you know what, let's put you as art student instead. And then, oops, hold on, go to jobs, and we'll look at, where's our art? 5, 5, and 3. There we go. We got our 5-skill artist going. This is my favorite painting that they do. Little duplicate doing the scream. Our decor is starting to improve, at least. That's something. Although all up here needs to be cleaned up. Get rid of all that junk. Has the bottle lamp here been built yet? Nope, not yet. Not super worried about it for clean water bottles. For the dirty ones, we have hatches in here eating them. Although this one here is going to start to produce stuff, so we'll have to have a place to dump it. Okay, ready for another duplicant. Joshua is a cook with plus 2 learning, plus 4 learning. Oh, but a bottle in the stomach. Gastrophobia. So they won't cook, but they'll eat a lot. They like interest research. You know what? We're going to take Sam. We're going to take Sam. We'll bring Sam in. Even though I hate that bottomless stomach trait, I kind of need I could really use some good research in here. This is somebody I could put on research as a skill and then already have, they have the attribute for it also. Air quality is too good, yeah. Who wants to join the colony? Who bought their cryptic insurance? All right, Summer Phillips. Is it Summer or Summer? I don't even know. It's probably not the best duplicate to take there because that trait's not all that great. This out. Let's get under food. We got some farm tile built in here. I need room for a door, I guess, so we should put that there. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. How far across can I go with this room? Greenhouse is 96 tiles. 19 times 4. That's fine. In the middle, though, I should probably do 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whatever. It's not exactly the middle. Close enough. Like that. And then stations. We should have a farming station, which I haven't researched yet. That's in agriculture research. Where's our agriculture research? Oh, over here. So I didn't finish the plumbing yet, but I want to get that agriculture done. Actually, I need water for those plants. Let's forget all this. We got the right tiles in place first. And then I can just pump water into them so I don't have to constantly refill them. That would suck. Food shortage! Food shortage! There's food sitting like on the ground. Somebody pick it up. Oh wait, you know what? I gotta constantly reset the ration box. Working on CrypticFox Oni Bingo. Got 39 unique quotes or events thus far. We'll update it for... Oh my gosh. No! That'd be so bad. There's so many things I say so consistently. SMRT. Duplicates dying. Building something I decide I don't want after I build it. I got all those skills down. CO2 won't be good for bristleberries. I don't know that it makes a difference. It pays attention to the pressure, but, I mean, let's face it. Our air quality is kind of fine. It's really a function of the temperature. It doesn't... The bristleberries don't really care about the nature of the gas you're using. Hi, Stephen Meme. Welcome. Well, it is super stable now, yeah, because we knocked back a few duplicates. We let 3 duplicates go. They weren't holding up their end of the employment agreement, so we had to fire them. Should probably set this research guy up. There we go. Now we got 2 research assistants. Oh, and actually in jobs, I want to make sure that we have our actual researchers focused on doing research. There you go. Skill 4, skill 3. All right, that's good. So our research should go a little bit quicker now that we have 2 people at least focused on doing that skill. Derpy ladders. Oh yeah, derpy ladders are an important part of building any colony. This whole setup over here is just weird. Normally I like to have a double thing here. I usually leave, like this is normally how I do the ladders. I'll like leave plenty of gaps so that the gases and stuff can move around. The dupes are retired. Yeah, that's right. They're retired. These memorials aren't for their bodies. It was just to remember them because they went home. And we needed something in the colony to not forget them. That's what it was. That's exactly what happened. What's our temperature in here? Things are getting a little warm in here. Don't like it. A little warm on this side, too, actually. Our tasteful memorials are getting heated up. That's no good. Wrongful termination. Yeah, we might. Maybe we'll have to hire a lawyer. Is there a lawyer duplicate we can bring in? Feel like that might be a good idea. I'm gonna stop at 7. So once we fill up the beds we have available now, I won't bring any more duplicates in. Try to get everything really stabilized and see if we can actually produce well in this colony instead of just randomly letting them die. I did already kill 3 dupes, Cat. They fell in the water over here when I wasn't paying attention. They dug the ground out from underneath themselves and they fell in and drowned. Well, they almost drowned. They were drowning, and we dug out a corner to let the water out, so their heads were above water, but then they died from not getting air because of the CO2 that was down there. It was bad. Retired dinos. It was yeah, picture of a rifle bullet. Oh my goodness. So bad. We need some we need like a mess hall too. We don't have that even. Population control. That's what it was. It was just population control. It was nothing personal. It was just population control. Well, I mean, oxygen's really good. Food's not really in that bad a spot either at the moment. I feel like these guys are going really slow. They're all busy doing other things. I want them to dig this out so we can get our farm going. Yeah, that's right, I'm never paying attention. That's what it is. I can't help it. I'm a memory of a goldfish. Send the noobs to sleep with the fishes, that's right. I really wanted them to take it to the mattresses, but instead they went and slept with the fishes. There's a term for dumb dupes dying. Selective something? You mean like natural selection? You're right, though. It is really stable. This is really evenly going right now. Stay with the pump to the left because the dupes are still taking water from there. Are they taking the water from down here to go all the way up to here? Really? I saw them take water, but it didn't occur to me. They might have been using it to refill the sinks that are in this side of the colony because they're close. It's closer by. I don't want all the water to come out here. I really just want the water to come out over here that's being used to make food. Okay, that's done. Our research finished as well, which gives us access to our farm station, which is good, and the hydroponic tiles. Let's finish doing plumbing because we're going to want that. And then down here, we'll set up hydroponic farm tiles to make a bristleberry farm. And that hatch is going to be a problem. I hope he goes away. If not, he might have to be retired also. Selective breathing. I guess that applies also, yeah. We gave him a Darwin Award, let's just say that. They don't even have distinct genders. Well, yeah, kind of. Breathing is optional in this game. I mean, they didn't include oxygen, so I feel like that was the intended outcome, right? Oxygen was not included, so clearly they planned for that to be the case. That's what I'm going with. Everything's just going according to plan, that's all. Let's keep digging down here. This will be like our whole massive farm well down here. Just don't live very long without it. Well, you know, I've heard that the whole breathing thing's overrated, really. Oxygen's in a really good place. I can't complain about that. Over here, we have some more of these bristleberries I want to get. If I can get over there. These guys are making... They're growing kind of funny. Well, not really funny. They're just kind of in the way of where I want to go. Which I guess is kind of funny. Like that. Let's dig all this out. Make use of those. Up here we have bomb lilies we can snag too. And actually they're right close to the top here. What do we need for bomb lilies to grow? Body temperature 35 to 85 degrees Celsius. Yeah, in a chlorine atmosphere. Huh. Alright. So if we want to have bomb lilies... Oh, somebody's hurt. How did you get hurt? Moderate wounds. Alright, we have to deal with that. Let's do... No, medicine. Medbed. I'm not going to make an actual hospital just yet, although we will need one. For now, I'm just going to throw a medbed here. We'll make sure everybody's healed up, because they move so much slower when they're injured. Air systems, I guess we'll go with. Devs can be a little evil sometimes, like in Dark Souls and Cuphead. Yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah, I'm not sure how they got injured, but we'll get them taken care of. Let's see where he takes the water. Is he really taking it all the way? Oh, that's fine. He used it for the supercomputer. I'm okay with that. I kind of want them just to use this one to focus on food. All right, so let me prioritize this. Today was Pancake Day. Other groups probably bullied him for not making enough food. Oh, that could be, yeah. They're beating him up to get to the food. Pancake King, let's get you assigned there. See if someone will take care of you. See, now the trouble is, Pancake King is our chef at the moment. So as long as he's sitting in here, he's not making food. And we have no kilocalories. Ruh-roh. Wild plants can grow in any environment. Once you dig them up, they'll need proper conditions to grow, yeah. Well, sort of. I mean, so these plants here, they're not peeking out. Their growth is halted here because the body temperature's not right. Seems like it's only like a gas sort of situation where they can grow in any type of gas as long as it's in the wild. Okay, so we have tryptophobia, so they won't dig, even though they have +3 digging. That makes no sense. Flatulence I am not taking. I don't really care for anemia. All right. I guess we'll take the non-digger. Who wants to be a nails? See if we can bring somebody else into the colony. This will be duplicate number 7. I'm going to stop after this one for now. We'll just kind of keep it relatively stable for now until we get better farming supplies going. When our kilocalories start to grow up a little bit more, then we'll start to bring some more people in. Passing out on the couch. Have a good night, Durgan. You want to be the flatulent one? Oh, gosh, no. I hate having the natural gas floating around in the colony. So bad. Put me in, coach. You ready? All right, Cat. Bring Cat in the colony. We'll see how long she survives for. I'm guessing 3 cycles? Maybe 4. Let's see if we can make it 4. Try to get the new swamp biome. Will be the chlorine guys. The gas should kill all the germs. Well, it'll kill like the airborne ones, but I'd have to go like way up here and then go down. It's kind of like, I don't know. And we could pump it over there eventually. You don't want to die. Oh man, did you join the wrong colony again? Doesn't want to die. It's so crazy. Lurks a bit. Durga's just gonna fall asleep. Wake up in the morning with QWERTY, the QWERTY imprinted on your cheek there. Quoting Ace Ventura. Oh. Hey, right. Well, guess what? You're still there. Interesting. It worked though, I guess so, yeah. Wish flatulence had a different penalty than natural gas. Just waste other dupes' time reacting to the farts. Yeah, that would be nice. Like, those little pockets of natural gas you get floating around are really kind of a nuisance to deal with. They are not my favorite thing. I'm not gonna lie. I am going to need a water pump for this. I think it's fresh water we use for bristleberries, if I'm not mistaken. The last YouTuber just threw me end, and then I died 9 times. Oh, what? Just threw me end, and then you died 9 times. What game was that? Alright, let's throw a ladder in here. Actually, I don't really need that bottom step. We can cancel that one. Save a little time, and then we'll need a liquid pump in here. With some plumbing. Derpy plumbing. Come on. Let's go out and feed all this. Tile in the middle. Throw some doors on either end. And then in the stations here in the middle, we're gonna need the farm station. We'll stick that right on there. Food shortage. Oh, at least he's off the med bed now. That's good. I should probably check everybody's vitals. How's everyone doing now? Health 190. So if Durgan is injured somehow, we should probably get Durgan on the cot and make sure they're full health, so they don't waste their time moving around slowly the way that Pancake was. You kept renaming replacement dupes after people who died. Oh, I see. Who killed off 9 dupes that way? That sounds like Northern Lion or something. Okay. What next? Filtration, sanitation. Let's go sanitation. Yeah, we can send extra water up here too if we need it, but there's not really that much in this little pocket here. This isn't ideal. Did I give you a job yet? No, of course not. I was letting you just wander around, do random things. Sous chef, farmhand, art student, apprentice, architect. Well, I mean, farming is probably your best one, but I already have 2 farmers, I think. Oh no, I don't have any farm. How did? Oh, they died. Right. Well, guess what? You're our new farmhand. Cap the farmer. You gotta do a good job, though. We really need the food, so, like, don't be slacking on those farming tasks and stuff, right? You're getting special treatment? Well, yeah, special in the sense that you're getting healed up to back up to full. You're a farmhand, that's right, cat. Fancy farmer. That's right, I am casually forgetting the dead. Shh, don't talk about the dead. If you don't talk about it, it didn't happen. That's my philosophy. Or something. Okay, I want them to focus on doing all this stuff. Because I don't know. I just want them to. So you guys do all this. We're going to set priority on this of like 7. Make sure you keep making food. Food shortage. Give me my new farm. You don't need a farmer if you're only harvesting mealwood. Well, for now I'm doing mealwood here, but I'm actually going to do bristle blossoms down here. Time to set up the perpetual water bathrooms? Yeah, not right now. I'm not in a super big rush for that because these ones are being automatically cleaned up by our little hatch, so I don't actually really have a need for that. Let's disable this for now. I'm not going to bring any more duplicates. We'll stop at 7 for the moment. More research. All right, now they're flying through the research. This is good. Let's get power regulation underway. I have to start thinking about a power grid in the near future. You remember me quitting on a colony and letting them all die. It's never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the first colony we've ever made. Or something. Crip will make a new colony in 2 weeks. Yeah, well, the next update is in like 3 weeks, so yeah, I'll probably make another new colony then. Just really like the screen painting. I do like it, actually. But they do paint a lot of them. Actually, how's our decor overall in here? Not bad, except our bathrooms could use a little work. Let's see. We'll throw another painting in here. Some fancy decor up in this place. Poor people in the hospital bed. They just got, like, nothing decor-wise. This floor is still dirty, so our duplicates aren't happy about that. Oh, good lord. Did they add in the new battery? Yeah, they're supposed to be the battery's supposed to have like better power control or something, right? I don't know if it's actually like a research option or if it's just the standard battery. Power control station, power transformers. I mean, I don't see. No, there's the steam turbine. That thing's kind of cool. I still haven't played around with that. I really need to. You have to get the steam like super hot though to get the steam turbine to work. That'll take a little bit of effort. I don't know. I don't see like the intelligent batteries. Maybe they just made the batteries themselves intelligent. Oh, there's the smart battery there. Stores most runoff power from generators, but loses charge over time. Logic input becomes active when charged above a set threshold. Which is kind of cool. Very cool. Bristle blossoms. Yeah. So where's the light and 300 liters of water per day? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we'll go through the water pretty quick. I don't care. We'll clean up some more. There's like some polluted water out here we can tap into. Get all those wonderful germs and just make a huge mess. Ooh, look at the germs. Man, 1,000,000 germs. That's messy. Slime lung is going to be a real challenge, I think. Bristle Blossom's only 2 tiles tall, so paintings might fit with them. Yeah, they should. We shall see. This is going to use up a fair amount of water. But what are you going to do? A smart battery? Yeah. SMRT. It's a special magic battery. It's in generic sensors. It's funny it's in generic sensors, but it's a battery. It's weird. What are my specs? Do you mean on my computer? I'm using an HP Omen. It's like a 3.2 or 3.4 gigahertz processor. I don't know. I haven't looked at the specs in a while. Alright, that's a serious amount of storage they just did. They cleaned up things really nice. Hey, decor's looking better. Slowly. They've got this all finished, so we can actually get down in here, plant some bristle blossom. Copy these settings and go boop, boop. Lacks farmer or seasoned farmers. So I have farm hands. This isn't necessarily going to become like a good thing yet. Then we got lighting in here too. Oh, I made these like... There we go. I didn't really set the spacing in here awesome, but there we go. We're actually getting to the point now where I'm starting to draw a fair amount of power off the system. So at some point soon, we're going to want to switch over to like a better fuel or a better power production, so we don't have to have people running on treadmills and things too. You're waiting for Only to be fully released before you get back into it. I mean, I'm not even sure when that date is supposed to be. They're making updates to the game like every 4 weeks now, adding in new stuff. So I'm not sure at what point they're going to call it finished. They really do update it a lot. You have to constantly keep on top of all the different changes and stuff they make. I mean, you can still just play with all the basics. There are things you can avoid, like all the automation things, until you're ready to play around with those. Technically, you can even skip the jobs. Like, they don't have to have occupations, except that there are certain skills they need in order to do stuff. Like, you have to give them the occupation in order to do the research on the supercomputer and to mine certain resources, and then eventually it'll be like to build certain items that we've researched. But like early on at the start of the game, as you're kind of settling in, you don't necessarily have to go crazy with it. What do we want to work on now? I think maybe internal combustion is where I'm going to want to go next. Or maybe temperature. Improve ventilation. Oh, they got to do a little icon for the exosuit. That's cool. Home luxuries, clothing, transit tubes, distillation. You know what? Let's get access to that. Get access to that so we can clean up water if we need to. New subscriber here. Been really enjoying and got caught up on your Oni content. Congrats on all the continued success. Thanks, Kalia. Kalia? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. The side of your base somehow scoured to like 400 degrees while the edges were in negatives. Oh, that's weird. I mean, you could use that for steam generation potentially, but beyond that, that could be a little bit problematic. Oni's your most played game on Steam. Yeah, I'm not even sure how many hours I have in mine. It's got to be a good chunk, though. Irrigation and illumination, both are a problem. Okay, guys, you gotta finish my work here. Get this thing going. Actually, you gotta finish all this too. Give me my lights. Do we have a room down here? We do. So we have a greenhouse, which is good. So they'll give us accelerated plant growth down there. Excellent. It's about to be passed by Stardew Valley. Well, yeah, you've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley. Starvation. Starvation. It's the game everyone can play. This is just lacking irrigation now, so this pump can get working. There's like one little wire segment. There we go. That gives me water, so our plants can start growing. Up here we have more bristle blossoms, so these guys will actually get around to getting all this. Let's get all this taken care of, please. Maybe some more bristle blossoms I can plant. Oh man, back's killing me. Over 500 hours in Oni. That's a serious amount of time. I think I might only be around like somewhere between 200 and 300 hours. So you've got me beat. I'm kind of ready to make this thing. Let's deconstruct these. I think I make an opening to get in here sideways so I can kind of build more of this in and try to close in our water situation. And then that'll leave me space to create a little bit better airflow going down here, which might help with the CO2 pocket that's trapped right here. This is the earliest you've seen a YouTube go into bristles. Oh, really? I like them. I think the big thing is just that you can't build like an actual farm with the mealwood. They get no benefit out of it. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of boost with the bristles. You're right, though. It is going to use up the water relatively quickly, so I'll have to be conscious of that. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Or it won't, and then the whole colony will die. Duplicants will, like, die of starvation and stuff. It'll be good. Every time we do an Oni stream, you also feel like doing one. Then I remember that I'm trash at Oni. Sometimes some of the most entertaining streams are the ones where chaos ensues. It's one thing if you want to like just kind of watch and get some tips and ideas on how to play yourself by seeing somebody else do it, or if you just enjoy the gameplay or whatever. But sometimes it's really entertaining when things just all like go completely off the rails. Not that that's my favorite or anything. Let's build some more tiles in here and try to bunch this water up. More research. The distillation. So with distillation, we'll be able to tap into some of these polluted water things. Now, the tricky part is going to be dealing with the germs to get out there. So at some point, I want to create like a little airlock kind of situation. Ooh, what do we have here? Steam geyser. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we have an infinite water supply. And it's actually not that far away. We can just kind of dig straight down to get down to it. And we also have up here our chlorine geyser, so we have access to a flow of chlorine. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so that makes water not nearly as much of a concern now, which is good. I mean, we still have to cool it, which is its own unique problem, but yeah, I mean, I'm doing the distillation research just so I can convert polluted water if I want to. At some point, I'm going to want to scrub CO2, except that for right now, it's creating pressure conditions down here, which are good. I should probably turn this on now. With 7 duplicates breathing in here, oxygen's not quite as good on this side of the colony anymore. Ruins! Yeah, there's a big one down here. That's a fair-sized ruin there, actually. What have we got here? This is carbon dioxide. CO2 and chlorine down there. There's a lot of igneous rock down here. Holy. In here we have all chlorine. Can't tell what's in there, obviously. Nevertheless, the duplicates have gone to sleep. It's the end of cycle 28. We're rolling into cycle 29. I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. When we come back next time, we'll go down and check out what's in this ruin down here. Which would be good. We'll focus on finishing out some more of our gardening situation. I'm going to need a power system set up so that we actually have some consistent power supply. Because running on the treadmill is really not going to cut it for all the different things I have on here anymore. And we're need a bank of batteries and stuff to try to manage the power also. I'm not sure exactly where I want to put that power supply just yet. Whether I want to build it down here somewhere and take advantage of the space that's already kind of hot, or if I want to build it up top. I'll have to think about that later, but we'll come back next Tuesday with another stream for Oxygen Not Included. For the remainder of this week, I'm streaming Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Thursday night, I'm going to be playing They Are Billions, also at 10 p.m. Friday night, I'm going to be playing Squads in Fortnite Battle Royale. I may have a stream on Saturday night, but I'm still trying to figure out whether I'm going to be able to do that or not. Once I know, then I'll schedule the game that I'm going to be playing. But thanks everyone for coming to check out the stream. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, just click on that subscribe button and make sure you hit the little notification bell so you get notified for upcoming streams and video uploads. But once again, thanks everyone for coming to hang out. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.